What's up, everybody? Welcome to Urban Crawlers. On this video, I'm going to be talking about a special project that I had done a couple of months back, which is basically a full 3D printed body for the TRX4M. So without further ado, let's get into the video. So in all honesty, it's becoming more and more popular for people to get into 3D printing. So with that being said, you know, a lot of people should already have or know someone who has a 3D printer, and it's an awesome project to get into, you know, if you have children and everything, so that way you guys can build it up, you know, piece by piece by yourself. So on the 3D aspect, I'm going to explain more of that towards the end of the video. So right now I'm just going to go over the features that the actual vehicle has itself and explain a couple things that I have on it, how I did it, so on and so forth. So let's get into it. So obviously the cab and the rear of the truck is all 3D printed. The brace that actually holds it onto the truck itself is 3D printed as well, which is basically down here and everything. If you guys can see, I also threw on some 3D printed links, rear links for the truck, so that way I can, you know, test out something new. I might not have set them up exactly how they're supposed to be, but I just wanted to try them out, see if they worked in the position that they are, and the different color made them look a little bit better in my opinion. Also, the skid plate is actually 3D printed as well, which was something that I wanted to test out because I want to test out certain 3D prints and let other people know if the print is worth it, getting it, trying to mess with it, or as if it's going to give you issues and problems, so on and so forth and whatnot. The rims on this vehicle are actually 3D printed as well. These are extra wide rims wrapped with Traxxas rubber tires and everything, so it stretches the tires out if you like that look. I really wanted that look on this truck because it just completed it that much more, in my opinion. I like the way it looked and everything, so I did modify this a little bit myself. I made my own rear panel in the rear. Normally this thing comes with a 3-piece panel, but I just made one piece because I want to make it functional where I can just pop it up, get to the battery, so on and so forth in there, and then just close it down without having to mess with the actual 3-piece that it has. But it also gives you access to the battery. The design was really thought out really well by someone. I don't know them at all, but going on, the screws are going to be a little bit where you have the difficulties in getting. You actually have to order the screws from Amazon and everything. Now, don't worry about that. I'll explain it more later on and everything when I get to the print and so on and so forth. So the chassis that we're looking at on here is actually the chassis that comes with the TRX4M. So it's the factory chassis frame with the factory suspension, suspension links, and also suspension itself. Although I did put these extensions on from Endura because I had them. That was the only reason why I put them on. Other than that, you can figure out how to extend your front suspension just so that way it doesn't slam the front down, because that's where the majority of the weight is on this vehicle. All right, but I like the look of it. You can make this vehicle anything you want. If you want to make it a desert color, you know, print, you could get that OD looking color for the filament. Or if you want to make it like a rescue vehicle, which is a new file that he has, which is pretty cool because it offers some new side panels. For the side is something that I actually want to print out as well, because I'd rather have the side panels with the little doors and all that stuff. So I might be just printing that out just for the sake of it. And with certain components, you could change and twig out the colors, like I did here on this rear radiator compartment. I changed the filament to something shiny just to see what it is and how to make it work and everything. His program does not offer the Decepticon logo. That was something that I found separate, printed it out, and just hot glued it on into position and everything. So With that being said, the rims were designed and made by someone else. I forgot to mention that when I was showing you them before and everything. So these are going to be a completely different print, and this print file is actually, you have to actually pay for it. The print file for the truck is actually free. So let me go switch over to the computer and show you guys exactly what you're going to be getting into and everything when you click the link in the description to get to this file. All right, so let's go check. All right, so we're over here at the computer desk. We're going to switch over to the actual desktop so that way we could see what we're actually looking at. So this is going to be the folder or the file of where the actual print is for you to basically, just pull this into your Bambu Labs printer. So you're going to get familiar with this website, which is Maker World Beta, I believe it's called. So this guy throws out a million things for information. So you have a download here guide on how to assemble. So that's cool. Let's take a look at that real quick. Open that, but you got, I'm sorry, it opened up 2 tabs. So you got this assembly guide, which shows you how to basically prep everything. It does have the capabilities of having lights inside the vehicle, which I forgot to mention because I don't have the lights set up on my vehicle just yet, but it will be something that I'm doing as well. So with this one, it's basically the emergency vehicle that he's showing and everything, but it shows you the step-by-step guide to what screws you exactly need, and also what location, so on and so forth, and how you're gonna add on all the actual 3D printed stuff and everything. So real quick, let's go back to the actual print itself. The print in total is going to take 23.5 hours, which is basically told right here and everything. And it's going to take 11 plates, which I'll show you guys real quick what a plate is, so on and so forth. So that way you guys can see, like, it's not like, oh, what am I getting into and everything. If you do not have a 3D printer, you're not going to be able to utilize this because I'm unable to sell it to people or make it for somebody and, sell it to them and everything because of the licensing that it has. But I do want to share the file with everybody so that way other people can enjoy the file because it is free and it's awesome to be able to download. So unfortunately, anybody without a 3D printer, I am sorry, I can't help you in that aspect. Hopefully you have a friend, a neighbor, or somebody that you can talk to and have them print this out for you. Other than that, I might be doing a giveaway print later on down the line. So just keep an eye out for that and we'll see what happens. I don't even know if I could do that. So yeah, we'll see what happens. Back to the video. So now, if you're able to get this printed out and you have the option between doing the red truck or the beige truck, that doesn't really matter. It matters what filament you have in your printer and everything. But any which way, there's a lot of information on people leaving their, reviews, so on and so forth, issues they had, how happy they are with the product, this, that, and the other. You even got a guy who actually did a 6x6, I think this is right, or a 3x3 or whatever. So this is an extended one, and he set it up and was able to extend the print if if you get good with it. He was able to do this and continue the bed in the back, which is awesome. Something that I was thinking about doing, but I don't know if I want to tackle on such a project, but it is capable of doing it. This guy also has this in a 110 scale version. So if you're interested in that, unfortunately right now, this only fits the TRX4M. So that's what you're going to be using on either one of these and everything. So if you got the Bambu Labs and you're in Bambu Labs website or the slicer that they use, all you have to do is press the download button or open file. So you know basically what you have to press, which let's go over to that or switch over to that. Bring this over here and show you guys what I'm talking about. So this is the Bambu Labs project thing. And then you just click this open button. Right now I'm printing something out, but the file's already in and going. So this is what pops up. and you have all these different basic plates, I think they're called. So you got 11 of them. Each one of them is going to take their own time to print. So this is the main plate with the main body on it and everything. So that is going to be, let's see real quick. Oh, I got to choose my printer. Get rid of that. So I just chose my printer, and now it's configuring to my printer's basically status and everything. So there it goes. So this piece right here in itself is going to take 5 hours and 8 minutes in total to print from my printer. So that's what it's going to be. It's not crazy, but it is awesome, you know, that we have the capabilities of printing all this out. It could be done in a weekend. I did this in a weekend, if I'm not mistaken. And it was actually a cool project. So if you're interested in this 100%, I definitely recommend that you guys go and check the links below. Other than that, stay tuned to the channel because I'm also going to do a video directly on the rims that I purchased, which are on that vehicle or on this vehicle that we're looking at. Because that's going to be a separate video because that's one that I purchased. So I got to give all the credit to that guy, this, that, and the other, so on and so forth. So if you guys download this project, definitely let me know in the comments if you did it, if you like it, how did you like it, this, that, and the other, because I want to hear the stories. It's really cool. It's an awesome build, awesome project. Like I said, the most difficult thing is going to be getting the actual hardware for it, but he does offer knowledge on what exact hardware. I think he has a project list of what exact hardware that you need to purchase. So with all that being said, my name is Hugo. Thank you guys for watching Urban Crawlers. Stay tuned. 2025 is going to be some crazy year. I also got a TRX4, which is the 110 scale. And I got also another couple of things in the works. So subscribe to the channel, like if you guys appreciated the video, and let me know in the comments if you actually download the files and hook up, you know, some crazy car. Definitely tag me on one of my social medias if you do it so I can see pictures of it also, because I like to see that. Other than that, don't forget to catch me on my lives Saturdays at 1:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. With that being said, I'm out. Later.